Imagine investing months, sometimes even years, and millions into a new ERP system only to watch the whole project collapse right before launch. What if I told you this happens far more often than most leaders realize? Today, I'm breaking down the top 10 reasons ERP projects fail, and more importantly, how you can prevent these issues before they ever happen. Hey everyone, Omar here, founder of Spectrum Codes. We're a tech consulting company that's been helping businesses scale through digital transformation for the last 5 years. After working on many ERP initiatives and guiding companies through complex transformations, I've seen exactly why so many ERP projects fail and what the successful ones do differently. Let's get started. Reason number 1, inadequate planning and unclear requirements. Now look, most ERP failures begin before the implementation even starts. Companies rush into vendor demos or jump straight into configuration without fully understanding their current process, pain points, or future needs. When requirements are vague, every decision becomes reactive, leading to confusion, misalignment, and, of course, costly rework. The fix is pretty simple. Slow down at the beginning. Map your processes, define your goals, document every requirement with input from all the departments. Most of the time, I've seen one department starts implementing the ERP system and they completely disregard the requirements of other departments. Then they start going live and then they figure out that, oops, we didn't account for that. Reason number 2. Weak executive sponsorship. ERP is one of the most transformative investments a company can make. Without strong leadership advocating for the project, setting priorities, and clearing the roadblocks, the effort quickly loses momentum. Teams become divided, and tough decisions get postponed. To avoid this, secure a highly committed executive sponsor who is visible, engaged, and empowered to make those strategic calls. Reason number 3, underestimating change management. Now look, technology doesn't fail. People fail to adopt it. Employees will always resist ERP systems when they don't understand why the change is happening or how it impacts them. When users feel unprepared or unheard, adoption drops and workarounds multiply. You know those Excel files that are still active while the ERP system is active? That's exactly why. The solution: treat change management as a core part of the project. Communicate early, train continuously, create departmental championships, and support users well beyond go live. Reason number 4, poor project team structure. Now look, a successful ERP implementation depends on having the right people, not just available people. Many companies assign team members who are already overloaded with their day-to-day responsibilities. This leads to delays, burnouts, shallow decision-making. The fix: build a dedicated cross-functional team with authority to make decisions and ensure that they have real time set aside for that project. Sadly, an ERP system cannot be built upon the time available. It has to be time set for that project. Reason number 5, data migration issues. Now, look, they say that data is the new gold. Now, data is the heart of every ERP system. If your existing data is duplicated, inconsistent, or outdated, your new system will, surprise, inherit those problems and often amplify it. Reason number 6, choosing the wrong ERP solution altogether. Now, not all ERP systems are designed for every industry, every workflow, or every growth stage. Some businesses choose a system based on brand recognition alone, or maybe a flashy demo, peer recommendations, or only to realize later that it doesn't match their business model at all. The fix is simple. Select a system based on your requirements, not hype. Involve end users in demos, score the vendors objectively, and prioritize functionality over the feature. I've seen many companies choose an ERP systems with, let's say, 100 features, and in the end, they just use 1 or 2 features. But the 100 features look very nice in the demo. But in actual reality, they don't really need all of those features to start with. Reason number 7, excessive customization. Customizing an ERP too heavily is one of the fastest ways to create technical debt and long-term headaches. Many organizations customize the software to match old habits instead of improving their processes. This leads to higher costs, longer timelines, and more complications during upgrades. A better approach is to adapt your process to best practices when possible. Only and only customize when it delivers a real competitive advantage. Reason number 8, insufficient testing. Testing is often squeezed at the end of the timeline, but this phase is where most issues surface. Poor testing results in broken integrations, inaccurate data flows, and frustrated users at go live. To avoid this, develop a thorough testing plan that includes integration testing, end-to-end scenarios, stress testing, and user acceptance testing, and make sure real users, not just the project team, are involved. Reason number 9, unrealistic timelines and budgets. Now look, many ERP projects fail because leaders underestimate the complexity or push for aggressive deadlines. So what happens is that teams try to cut corners, skip testing altogether, and rush configuration just to meet the date. This nearly always leads to problems later. The fix? Build realistic timelines that account for planning, data cleansing, testing, training, and change management. It's better to do this right than do it fast. And last but not least, reason number 10, neglecting post-go-live support. Go live is not the finish line. It's the starting point. Many teams go into support mode unprepared with no plan for stabilizing the system or supporting users during the transition. The result is frustration, decreased productivity, and the loss of confidence in the system. To avoid this, plan for hypercare, ongoing training, regular system optimization, and a clear process for handling those issues. So there you have it. The top 10 reasons ERP projects fail, and more importantly, how you can avoid falling into the same traps. If you found this valuable, hit the like button, subscribe for more insights, and drop a comment below telling me which of these challenges you've seen in real life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.